and welcome to Financial Insight. My name is Clarence Chongo. We are at HLB's HQ, Satania House in Lusaka, and the topic of discussion today is the upcoming Tax Endeavor 2025, which will be a conference hosted and organized by HLB Zambia right here in Lusaka. I have the pleasure of sitting here with Mr. Nalituba Mudenda, who is a tax consultant at HLB. Mr. Mudenda, welcome to Financial Insight.
Thank you.
And we are really appreciative of you sitting here with us to have this discussion. Now, the subtopic, if you like, for today is digital transformation and smart invoicing. Okay, digital transformation is redefining tax administration globally, and Zambia is no exception. And we explore how smart invoicing and digital platforms are shaping compliance and revenue generation in the country. Zambia is making steady progress, as we know, in the digital transformation path and the digitalization of its tax ecosystem. But what's the current status of this project, if you like, particularly the rollout of smart invoicing? Where are we right now?
So thank you. That's an interesting question. The world is becoming, it's a global village, and technology helps us to enhance efficiency. And looking at the introduction of the smart invoicing, we have seen a good uptake. The current statistics I was looking at was about 25,000 companies that already done the integration using the smart invoicing system, which is a good move, which also helps us to fight tax evasion. Yeah.
Okay. Now, we know that adopting any new system comes with its own pains, growing pains, if you like. So what are the key challenges that taxpayers are reporting on, that they're facing as they adopt this smart invoicing system?
Okay, so to localize that question, so you find that there are few pains or challenges that users are facing. So one of those, others has attributed to power outages. For those who really have to depend on power throughout, it has been a challenge. Yeah. Others are looking at the cost of integration of the system into their accounting packages, for those who are using accounting packages. So you find that the people have to do the integration, the charges they have to bear, the companies who have to have that system on their platform, becomes a bit expensive for them. So these are some of the challenges which people are complaining of. And the other thing is the skill set. Now they have to employ a skill mindset to manage that kind of a system. So that's another downside of the users. But all in all, it being a good system with adaptability and gaining new insight of how it can help them on compliance, the pain that does not outweigh the gain. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about security. We know that system security and integration are always top of mind with these kinds of transformations. Specifically, private companies may have had their own in-house systems before smart invoicing came along. And so we obviously alluding now to interoperability of these systems with ZRA's own smart invoicing system. So how are the issues of data security, about interoperability with private sector systems, and taxpayer accessibility being addressed around the smart invoicing feature and transformation?
So one interesting thing is that the new system on smart invoicing does not tamper with the internal security and data protection. All you're just doing, you're just joining two systems via what we call APIs. So when that integration is done, they have already inbuilt internal securities, and the data or the information is encrypted end to end. Then you find that when I'm logging into the system, there are certain things or procedures I have to abide with. So I push in my login credentials. It will ask me for an OTP, which is sent to my mobile number, which is registered on the system, or email address, to authenticate that I'm the person, I suppose, who's authorized to manage that system. Also, the Smart Invoice has got what we call the QR code, the quick response code, which helps to authenticate the information. Once you scan, it brings the information that is on the invoice, and also the process control to protect the data, financial data information, which is transmitted through the system. So these are critical security features which a Smart Invoice system come with. So those are some of the features, or the key security features which are there on the platform. Yeah.
Okay. Many small businesses will obviously worry about their own in-house readiness to adopt a new system like Smart Invoicing. So what's ZRA doing about this? How does Smart Invoicing cater for example, the informal traders and SMEs who may lack advanced digital capacity?
Okay. So depending on an industry, I have seen and have attended numerous workshops by ZRA. They do capacity building and also help the taxpayer identify in which category they fall. Whether they have to use a desktop service, or they have to use the online via the web, or they have to use an app. So you find that there are several ways in which SMEs can benefit through this process. So once I download the app, which is free, I don't need to pay anything. There's nothing like I have integration costs to incur or bear. It comes to me free of charge. Then if I'm using a point of sale with a company which has integrated the Smart Invoice on their system, the very amount I'm paying for the usage of that point of sale, I do not incur any cost on the integration side. So they, small, medium enterprises, they can take advantage of these opportunities and windows which are there.
Okay.
Yes.
So primarily it's because it's an online app that you only use data to access.
Yeah. And the other thing, many would complain because of lack of information. But then we need to, there'll be need of more sensitization. But even us as taxpayers, we need to take responsibility to learn more and how we can be compliant.
Let's be proactive.
Yes.
Basically. Thank you for that. Now, the public needs to understand the big picture impact. What economic or compliance outcomes does HLB anticipate from these digital reforms in the medium term?
So one of the things that we have to look at is what could be the driving force to have the Smart Invoicing system. So we'd look at tax avoidance, so where people use the legislative method to take advantage of the loopholes that exist for them to enjoy certain tax benefits. And there's another one where we have to invert tax, declare forced sales or income for us to pay a little tax or no tax at all. So using the Smart Invoice system, this enhances compliance. Tax evasion is reduced. So from the compliance side, like, as HLB, we promote that our clients should be compliant. They should be responsible to pay all the taxes according to the law. We do not want to see any client found wanting with any liabilities. So we have to sensitize our clients, help them to be compliant. In turn, we see a huge increase in government revenue. And we see that public goods will be easily accessed by all, because tax is one way we redistribute wealth in the nation. So the challenge that if people do not pay a fair tax, then the common man or the poor will suffer. So this system is good, and it enhances redistribution of wealth in the country.
Okay, now let's cast our attention to the tax indaba, which is almost upon us now, with just over a month to go before we go into that highly anticipated conference. Do you have any key message for the public?
Yeah, this is an event you can't afford to miss, because looking at how the program is lined up and the permanent empowerment you get with this rich information, please make a date, you never go wrong. because we have so much insightful lessons from different seasoned speakers with practical experience and with what is happening in the industry today. So coupled with that, or you find at the end of the day, it becomes more impactful, not as to only as an individual, but also to the entities that we represent. Above all, will be good citizens who promote compliance in the nation.
And on that encouraging note, I would like to thank you for joining us here at Financial Insight today. I'm
grateful for the invitation.
All right, people, thank you very much. My name is Clarence Chongo at HLB Saturnia House here in Lusaka, and we are promoting Tax Endeavor 2025. From Financial Insight, get to know.